Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy, happy, happy Monday. Today, I'm talking happiness and lack. I mean, can we really feel happiness and yet feel lack at the same time? It's kind of been an interesting question for me this weekend as I was loving my weekend. I was pretty happy about my weekend. I chilled, I hung out with my family, I did some errands. Yet, as I came to the end of my weekend, it was all there. I felt happy. Yet, for some odd reason, there was this feeling of emptiness in certain areas. It's as if something wasn't quite there. So it was like, what is it? Can we actually be happy with what we have in this moment, yet still feel a lack of something? And I think we can. I think that's our drive, our desire for more. It's where our purpose lives, if you will, where if we don't feel like we have a purpose, we can still feel a lack, yet be happy. And I think for some of us, it's that drive to find that purpose that causes us to be slightly unhappy and not where we want to be. It's as if we're not where we're meant to be, just like Elsa says in her song during Frozen 2, that maybe you're just like me and not where you're meant to be, right? And I think sometimes we can have that feeling, which comes up as like a feeling of lack, like we're not there yet. Because we look at other people and that brings in comparison. We can still be happy, yet something's driving us to want more, to be there. So we don't have that sense of completion, if you will, because we're looking yet for our purpose. And this comes and goes because there's been times I've been completely happy. I know what my purpose is, yet something shifts as I grow. And I realize I'm not where I'm meant to be, though I'm growing into the person I need to be. And this is something that we need to be aware of. We can change our minds from one second to the next sometimes because we're growing, we're learning, or we've learned that lesson that just kind of kicks in all of a sudden. It feels like a little epiphany, right? Yet it's been something we've been working on. And I think happiness is an ongoing state. We move in and out of happiness depending on our moments, depending on our feelings of lack of what we're doing. And so we need to have that understanding and that awareness that we can have both happiness and a feeling of lack in a way almost at the same time. Because we need to drive ourselves in a way because we've been taught by society to look outside of ourselves for all this stuff. So sometimes we feel like we're lacking. We're not where we're supposed to be. So maybe today, take a little bit of time. If you're feeling lack somewhere within your life, whether it's financial, business, personal, social, those kind of areas, wonder, is it an external lack of something, where you're supposed to be, what other people tell you you're supposed to be, or is it an internal one? Is it an internal lack of maybe not feeling something, whether that be loved, understood. Maybe it feels like you're lacking, though you're really not. Maybe you love yourself, though, because you've always had these thoughts that we have to have this power, or we have to have this, or we have to have that that's outside of us, our material things. We feel the lack, but we feel it in here when we shouldn't, in a way. It's our guilt, our embarrassment. We have a lot of emotions going on in here. Lots. And they just shift from moment to moment. Though when we become aware of them and we have the thought, can I do more? Do I need to do more? And is it because I want to? Or is it because somebody else telling me I should do something? So today, just think about that. Muddle that over. Because I do think we can have happiness in our life and yet still feel a touch of lack. Because we've been so ingrained by society to feel that if we don't have X, Y, and Z, we can't be happy. So be aware of that today. And if you're starting to kind of feel that lack, ask yourself, what is it? Where is it? Where's it coming from? Is it an internal lack or an external lack? Because that's what's going to help us grow even more, so we can be where we're meant to be, so we can find it and hone it. And that happiness will feel complete when we get there, in here. When we realize we have everything we need. All right. I will see you guys on Friday. Have a great week.